and give it to the people?
All the time. You know, I mean, we're always out, you know, damn near every weekend, you know, we're always out, you know. Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm glad that, you know, myself and a lot of others are blessed to still be doing their thing, and, you know, the crowd want to come and check us, you know, myself, MC Light, Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, Houdini, Chubb Rock, you know, we always out together. Rakim, you know.
I remember the first show I've seen you do, like after like the Kane Mania was, I think it was in 05. It was at the Nokia theater, and you opened up for Doom.
Right.
And I was like, first of all, it's like, in my mind, I was like, damn, Kane is opening up for Doom, right? Regardless. So I'm watching the show, and nobody has seen you perform in a while, and you killed it. Like, you killed it to the point that where there was this white kid in back of me, and he was like, oh, shit, I got to go home and Google Kane. Like, he didn't know your shit, B. Was that what turned the corner in terms of where you are right now? Like, that performance? Because I remember the next day.
It was the Hip Hop Honors.
Okay, because I remember the next day, yeah, you killed that too. But that kind of led to the Hip Hop Honors, didn't it? Or was that already?
Yeah. No. Hip Hop. I think Hip Hop Honors, I believe, was before that.
Was it?
Hip Hop Honors before? I feel like Hip Hop Honors was after that.
It was after that.
Yeah. Hip Hop Honors.
But now Hip Hop Honors is the thing that really changed it. Yeah.
I mean, what kind of respect do you have for Black Thought, who, I mean,
it's crazy how you can sound just like me.
Crazy.
That's bananas.
Crazy how he would study you in
like, I had the time of my life there. I mean, that was my first time ever seeing the Furious perform. So, you know, I was ecstatic over that.
First time ever.
Out
of all these years.
All these years. I've seen Cold Crush, you know, Fantastic others, but I never saw the Furious 5 perform. That was my first time ever. So that just, I was like, wow. And then sharing it with LL and Salt and Pepper, you know, and then being part of, you know, the Biggie legacy. I mean, I thought it was great. And then, like, to have, like, Thought coming out on stage sounding exactly like me. Like, you know, this is scary, you know. And Common, for him not just to do the song, but to get down at the end and start break dancing. But I think T.I. was probably my favorite moment. You know, because you know how when, like, you see a country singer redo an R&B song, or R&B artist redo a country song, you know, like putting a different twist to it. I thought it was just amazing to hear a Dirty South version of Smooth Operator. You know, excuse me, take a few minutes to mellow out. Yeah. Where he was sounding, you know, I was sitting there like, you know, like, wow. That was just mind blowing. Like, you know, just imagine that in hip hop, like, Dirty South artists redoing like New York rappers stuff, you know, with that accent. Like, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is like, you know, that type of thing.
You know, earlier, before we went to a break, man, you were talking about how you were shopping Jay-Z as an artist, man. What did you see in Jay back when nobody was fucking with him? Because nobody was fucking with Jay.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you. Jaz-O.
Yeah, Jaz-O
was more popular than me in Brooklyn. Before we had deals. And I couldn't have that. I've always wanted to battle Jazz. So when the Shirt Kings told me,
who would have won though? Because Jaz-O was kind of crazy, B.
Yeah,
he didn't have the stage. He didn't have the stage shit. But I'm asking you, man.
But like Brooklyn. What happened was, Fresh Gordon, they had the Gordy's Groove record. He wanted me to do a mix because he was working with Jazz. Right. He wanted me to do a mixtape with Jazz. So Shirt Kings asked me to do it, and I was like, you know, well, if it can be a battle, they're like, yeah. So I'm like, finally, I get to battle Jazz. So I go there, and then, you know, Gordy tells me, nah, it's not no battle. We just want y'all to do a tape together. We there, so it's like, all right, okay, cool.
All right.
And Jazz was cool. He was mad cool, you know, we kicking. So we was like, cool. And then Jazz was like, yo, you mind if my man rhyme on it? And I'm like, all right. And then we all, you know, we did it, you know. Then afterwards, on the ride back home, when the Shirt King dudes was like, yo, all right, well, Jazz ain't with EMI no more. You know, we trying to, you know, get him a new deal. You think you could? And I'm like, you know, to be honest with you, I kind of like the skinny, light-skinned nigga better. I mean, can you plug me with him? And then that's how me and Jay got cool, and we started, you know, rocking, you know, coming. And it was like Jay could spit, and like I was like basically trying to show him how to put like the lyrics in a song format,
song crafting.
You know what I'm saying? And then also watching, you know, with his punchlines, you know, stuff like with punchlines where like, you know, like, yo, so that people, you know, like the setup for it,
Right.
you know, stuff like
To
that.
get that impact.
Yeah, you know, trying to, you know, show him stuff like that. And I mean, it was like, I felt like we was there, and I thought that we did some great songs. And
How long were you working with him, man?
I don't know, maybe a year or two. I don't know. But you know, it was like, you know, we took these songs to people, Benny Medina, Leo Cohen, you know, people that, you know, I took it to abroad. I was beaten and she still wouldn't sign. You know what I'm saying?
She could sign?
Huh?
She was signing and she wasn't signing.
Yeah. And yeah. I mean, yeah.
Nobody was fucking with him, man.
Yeah.
Nobody was fucking with him.
Yeah.
But what did you see in him that nobody else saw?
I thought that he was super lyrical, and I thought that he was very sarcastic.
The
Like,
most
that's
he
what
was
made-
the most sarcastic.
That's what made me. That's what made me that's what made me you know, gravitate to him, because with Grandmaster Caz, that's what made him my favorite MC, his sarcasm. You know.
Are you you're not surprised in terms of where he is? Why are you laughing, man? What you thinking about, man?
Cause I was about to say something fucked up, but I'm never mind.
Okay. Are you surprised at how far he's gone, man? Jay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I always thought that Jay was an incredible MC, and I thought that, you know, he could make some great records, you know. But you know, I never saw his career going as big as it did. But I'm like so happy for the brother.
Right.
You know, I mean, I truly believe that he deserves it, and I'm very, very happy for him.
Right, you guys talk?
We spoke at the Barclays Center when I rocked on stage with him.
How was that, man? How was it coming back to the Barclays, man?
You know, that show was crazy, because you got to understand, all those first rows were basically all the rich cats. So we up there doing what we do, and, you know, they just really just sitting there, you know, on some, you know, cool laid back, you know, rich people shit, you know. So it wasn't really till like afterwards that I found out that we rocked. Because it didn't really look like it from on stage. You know,
Right.
and then like I'm hearing like, yo, you killed it. You know, like Dave Chappelle was the first one to come in the back, and he's like, you know, oh my God, yo, you killed it, man. Yo, he said, if for some strange ass reason they ever give me a TV show again, I got to have your ass there. You know,
Yo, you do a great Chappelle invitation, man.
you know, but I mean, it was like, you know, then like I saw all the tweets and stuff, and you know, everybody said, like, yo, man, you bodied, like everybody said, but it's like from where I was, I mean, from what I could see,
They wasn't rocking like that.
Nah.
Right.
Right, because you couldn't see up top. It's always the people up top anyway. That's the livest.
yeah.
How you feel about New Brooklyn, man?
Wow. I mean, honestly, I mean, you know, you know, it ain't my thing. And I mean, I don't mean that, you know, in a disrespectful way. It's just that, you know, I mean, Brooklyn history to me is gone. Now I'm hearing that, you know, it's a rap, you know, for the slave.
The slave
Yeah,
theater on
slave theater.
Fulton?
Yeah. I'm hearing that that's about to be torn down and turned into condos. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like,
But what is there? I mean, Albee Square's gone, the Duffield's
It's
gone.
like, I couldn't, you know, take my kids and say, yo, right here, the Albee Square Mall, this is where I used to go down here
That's
and
ground
buy
zero.
jewelry.
That's ground
from,
zero
from
for you.
Ali. Go up here in Gibbs and get silk suits. I can't take them over there by Flatbush and say, see this Roy Rogers? It got an entrance right here on Flatbush on Fulton.
Got
That
my
way we used
gold
to go
cap
there.
at Albee Square.
Huh?
Got my gold cap at my
Yeah.
gold front.
You met Biz in Albee Square. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that's gone. You know, like the Regent, you know, like say, yo, I used to go in here and tuck my pants in my socks so the rats wouldn't run up my pants leg, you know what I'm saying, while we watching the movie. You know, it's like the whole history, you know, that I grew up is gone.
Yeah, it's amazing, man, being a Brooklynite, man. It just hit me this week. Like, when you was in college and the cats in town was the townies, and in a sense, you know, even though you wasn't trying to be an asshole, you kind of felt like you was better than the townies. It feels like now, like we're the townies. You know what I'm saying? And cats coming in is like, yo, y'all just live here. You know what I'm saying? We do big shit here, but y'all just live here. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, man. So, Kane, what's next for you, man?
I have a band called Last Supper. We put a project out back in March, and we're going back in the studio next month.
Independent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it through In Grooves, Fontana. We're we're going back in the studio again next month to work on a new one. Young musicians live here in New York, and basically combining that vintage 60s and 70s soul, like the Amy Winehouse sound, Raphael Saadiq type stuff, but combining it, with hip hop. Like when I do it, I'm like really doing it like 80s, like Long Live the Cane. It's a Big Daddy thing type of flows.
What are you listening to right now, man?
Willie Hutch, David Ruffin.
It ain't changed.
Yeah,
it ain't changed. What do you think about
the Barry White of rap?
What do you think about the new rappers right now, man? Like the cats that are out here.
What do I think about the new rappers? There's some I like. I love Joel Ortiz, Corey Guns, Saigon, man. I love Saigon, man.
All these guys are old, Kane. The new I mean like Kendrick saying people's names on a record.
That was so crazy. I love that. I love that.
You couldn't do that back in the day.
I mean, you could have.
You could have, but
nobody did it. I mean, I thought that was just incredible, man. To me, I looked at that as one of those defining moments, like the Mo D Busy Bee battle when battle rapping changed. Because you remember prior to that, it was like you get up and do your set, they get up and do their set, and then you pick who you think did a better set.
Right.
Mo D decided, I'm just gonna go at dude, and from that point on, it became that thing where you just straight dissing a dude when you battling him. I thought that was like a whole new defining moment, but unfortunately, nobody he barked on wanted to respond.
You got a few responses, but it ain't.
I'm talking about from the people that he barked on.
Right.
Instead of taking to the studio, they took to Twitter with it.
Right.
But I thought that what he did was great, man. I have nothing but respect for the young homie, and I wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff I think hip hop needs.
Right. What pisses you off about the game right now, man?
Nothing pisses me off about the game. It is what it is. I'm not mad because I'm eating.
Right.
So I don't have no reason to be mad.
Right.
Sometimes I get worried and may feel sad because there's a young generation of artists that may never really get to experience the fun, or the true culture of it. I wish these young cats could really see that and, just keep hip hop alive. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, I wish, cause it's like, we sitting here talking, 25 years, well, honestly, 26 years.
26 years,
cause, Raw came out in 87. So 26 years deep in my career, we sitting here talking. Where as opposed to a lot of artists, their career is over in like 2 or 3 years.
Right.
And I want it to be where, these young cats can have a long career. I wish them that stay power.
Yeah, I think it's so amazing. I didn't mention it earlier. I think it's so amazing that you're only a year older than Jay, which is kind of crazy. Because you would think that as his kind of like mentor for a period that you were that much older than him, but he's only a year younger than you. That's crazy.
Well, it just took longer for dude to get on.
Right.
I started rapping in like 82 and didn't get a deal till 88.
Right.
It took longer for him to get on.
Yo, what's your greatest moment up until this point in your entire career, man? What's the highest of the high that in your mind, man?
Like the moment that I think probably really affected me the most was Quincy Jones calling, like he's sitting there explaining like, rap style like Ella Fitzgerald, like that fast stuff. Explaining Ella Fitzgerald doing the scat.
Right.
And the rhyme that I wrote about her on Tribute to Birdland, he wanted her to hear it. So he called Ella Fitzgerald up on the phone.
In front of you?
Yeah, and put me on the phone and let me say the rhyme to Ella Fitzgerald. Like that just had me like.
Like, can you even imagine that? Like crossing so many dimensions and so many periods and so many different levels.
Like you want to have your mom right there too.
Right. On the phone. She didn't know it because she was like about like 92. Cause I think this is maybe like right before she passed too.
Right.
So she like after I finished the rhyme, she said, she didn't really hear any of it, but still I did it though.
Yeah.
That's
amazing, man. Well, Kane, man, anything else you want to leave us with, man? Like anything you want to tell the cats where they can reach you, like what you doing, anything else?
Well, yeah, I'm at Big Daddy Kane on Twitter.
You like Twitter?
I be on all the time. Official Big Daddy Kane on Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook.
Be taking selfies, man.
Say what?
Selfies.
What you mean?
Selfies, like you be like selfie.
Nah.
Ken, you ain't got no Black Planet page though?
I ain't got no who?
Black Planet page?
Nah.
Okay, what pictures you be putting up on your Instagram, man? What kind of pictures?
Stuff from us performing.
Right.
Like tonight, we put up some of the joints. Like I think me and Ricky Smiley took photos on
Nice.
some of the joints. Photos that we took, stuff from when we performing. Last night, my pops, he tried to play me about my watch because the battery died. He was trying to tell me my watch was cheap.
Los Jets.
He went in the back room and pulled out his watch from the 60s. He had an Elgin watch.
Elgin.
Yes,
Old
I
school.
posted that on Instagram.
Nice,
yeah.
man. Nice.
Still a son.
Yo, Kane, man, you look great.
Yeah.
You look happy.
Kane's
man.
fresh to death.
You look happy, man.
You know what completes that whole outfit? That handkerchief right there. That's
Got
what
the
completes
square.
it.
Pocket square.
Pocket square.
Well, I call it a handkerchief because my father always had a handkerchief. So he used to put the little ruffle. He had the cut ones, like when you cut it up and it looks all designer. It's like,
Yeah, well, there you go. You fold them. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a certain skill. But I'll tell you one thing. Before
You
we
don't
leave-
know what you do with a handkerchief.
Nah, I don't do none of that with a
Yeah,
handkerchief.
people, what you saying?
No, but before we leave, it's the definitely the inspiration and stuff like you had on a lot of coats. I mean, just the way you dressed, the way the 4-finger rings, even the eyebrows. I remember this years ago.
You used to have cuts in your shit.
Yeah,
right?
but listen, years ago it's funny. Like I grew up in Coney Island. I'm Italian. I grew up in Coney Island. Then I moved to Bensonhurst when I was a teenager.
Okay.
Straight when it was like black and white, very tough. Like at that time, it was like it was powerful. And I remember going to the barber and I was like, I want to get some cuts in my eyebrow. And at that point in time, that's when I really realized, in the sense of racism, but in the sense of inspiration from you, because like the guy was like,
What are you talking about racism?
Huh?
He wouldn't do it?
No, listen. So when I got it, the dude was like, "Wait, what are you trying to do? You trying to be black?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm trying to be like Kane."
But Kane's black.
You're missing the point. He just fucking with me. This is what we do here. But Kane, what I'm saying, just the inspiration of everything, just that whole, like, even like I can see like this, just a thread of Clark Kent, and just a style of just being so confident, so Brooklyn, and what it means to where it is now today. Like that, just whole confidence, the freshness, and just inspiring people.
Well, that's love. But that's the beauty, man, about, music, the way you can touch so many different cultures, man, because, I mean, lots of times when you're that type of figure, people don't see that, oh, he's black or he's white. People don't see that, and you can, really touch so many different cultures and bring them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, my joint is there was a Korean sneaker spot on Fulton, right around the corner from Albee Square, like right around the corner from Junior's. Got a pair of shoes there called a Bally Competition. And I grew up in Queens and loved Guess suits, leather Guess suits, leather on the front of the jean. Like Guess murdered, but you had to have this Bally sneaker, the Bally Competition. And Kane,
Is that the one with the wings on it?
the one with the wings,
Okay.
the wings on the outside of the shoe, and a nice nubuck suede on the inside. But that was the Brooklyn shoe. And my Brooklyn outfit was my Guess jeans with my leather on the back and my
Yeah,
Guess,
leather on your ass, man?
It had leather on the
ass
listen,
part.
Back in the day, the Brooklyn sneakers was Fila.
Fila, yeah.
Fila.
No question. But that
What up, Fila?
that Bally Competition, I promise you, anybody that wore that Bally Competition was thorough.
Official.
Oh, yeah.
Was
Official.
thorough.
The Bally joints, or those original Gucci joints that kind of
The
resemble
Gucci, no question. And the tan Fila. And if you had a Fila suit with the little F, not that big shit. That
No big F.
That little velour.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
that was super sexy right there.
Brooklyn
yeah.
was about refined style.
Yeah, and woolly blunt ashes in your Fila. You had to have woolly blunt ashes in your fucking Fila.
Yeah, I'll show you like how deep it was, and I mean, I'm talking going back even before then. Let's go to the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Where when you get your Lee jeans, the first thing you do is
Go get them
permanent
taped.
crease.
Permanent crease.
You get the
permanent
permanent
crease.
crease. You know what I'm saying?
Get them sewed in.
Yeah.
I fucked up one time. I made the permanent crease so damn big, you could have put a leg in it. I fucked it up.
Or the mock necks when you put that on that V-neck double knit sweater.
Oh,
and the
you
two
a
stripes.
suede front, brother. You a suede
Yeah,
front,
suede
brother.
front.
Yeah. Or even let's go here.
Yeah.
Even if you bought
Yeah.
if you bought a 007 knife, you
With the-
wouldn't
with the le-
buy
with
it
the leather.
unless it had the leather
The
strap,
leather.
so you can let that hang out your back pocket.
And you
Yeah.
can flick it from the leather.
Oh yeah, I'd be sitting there with mine all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, loosen it up,
Yeah,
put
yeah,
some
yeah.
oil on it. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Y'all don't know
yeah.
about this internet. Yo, Kane, man. You had a 007?
I didn't have no double. Listen,
had the 007.
007, nah, man. I'm trying to get me a pair of British Walkers. I was trying to get me a pair with the
What's
tassels
your
on it.
size?
12.
Nah, you done.
11?
Nah. I think they got them. I mean, there's a spot that, in the city that got them on, but I think the biggest size they got is a 10.
Small.
Along 8th Avenue by
Premium
the
Pee-Pee
hat
good.
shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knox. You talking about the Knox shit?
No. No.
All right.
Nah, but over on like 43rd or something, 41st, right?
41st. Right under Port Authority. Yep.
You wore Lee jeans?
Yeah.
Combat, you wore Lee jeans?
Huh?
You wore Lee jeans?
Combat wore Lee
Yeah,
jeans.
well, who didn't wear
Combat
Lee
Yo,
jeans?
wore,
I remember-
Combat wore
Who the
Wranglers.
fuck didn't wear Lee
I
jeans?
w- no, I'm saying,
You didn't
but-
wear Lee jeans?
Of course I did. Listen, when I was in
With the
school, in public
buckets, you
school,
know about the
parents were
buckets?
12.
Permanent
Listen,
crease.
You
when
know
I
about
was-
the buckets?
Listen, fuck the buckets for a second. When I was in, there was like this thing going around school. Like people used to rip the Lee.
Well, that's after. That's when they played out.
Yeah, like
Yeah, they was
motherfuckers.
watching. Now, did you ever taper your own joints?
Nah.
Or you always had your joints tailored?
Yeah, I would tell you.
I used to try to do that shit myself, and I would always fuck up.
My aunt used to do them for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Fresh to death.
Yo, Kane, what's your favorite Kane song?
set it off.
Set it off.
Yeah, like that's my energy song right there. Like where if I'm tired or body is sore, whatever, not really quite there yet. Soon as I do that, it's 88 again.
Could we end the show with a bar? Set it off. I mean, as soon as you start, I'll jump in with you.
Hold up. What's your favorite Kane record?
Raw.
Pete?
Ain't no half stepping.
Warm it up, Kane.
Warm it up, Kane.
Warming up, Kane is crazy.
Look at the verse from the symphony.
Put a quarter in your ass because you played
Played
yourself.
yourself.
That's a song that almost didn't happen.
Symphony. How did it almost didn't happen?
Because what you was talking about when me and G did the thing on Raw, that's what made Marley want us to do a song in his album. Then he decided he wanted to put Craig on it. And we was like, cool. But then like the day we was doing it, he brought Ace in. And that we're just meeting Ace for the first time that day because we did the photo shoot and we're just meeting him. And then went to Marley to do it. And, Ace had like the little big glasses, like the nerdy looking glasses. And he was telling us he going to put it in. Like, that's when me and G like stepped to the corner. Like,
Ace got new nigga status.
like but it was because it was like, I wanted to do a song with G wanted to do a song with me. And
Right,
we,
but
like,
you can't just crowbar yeah.
Like, we don't know where dude coming from and he's not really looking right. So we was about to bounce.
Right.
We was ready to bounce. But then Ace laid his verse. And I'm like, your glasses sound all right. And then when Craig laid his verse afterwards, then when we was in, I'm like, on the real, glasses kind of sound a little better than Craig on it. I'm like, yo, money, all right, And then we was cool then. Yeah.
One of the greatest Posse records, if not the greatest Posse record of all time, B. Of all time. You speak to G-Rap, man?
I spoke to G a few weeks ago.
Yeah. We gonna get a Juice Crew reunion, man?
There's been talks about it. Me and Marley, we talked about something just recently. There's been talks about it. Hopefully it would definitely be nice.
Right.
I mean, everybody come together, just have fun. It would really, really be nice.
Everybody's still alive, man. Other than Magic, everybody's still alive, man. Like, which is a blessing right now, man.
Yeah.
Yo, what about Hollywood, man?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get back into. That's why you think I was late for your show, brother.
Okay.
All right.
Networking at a movie
That's
theater.
right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's
Nah,
right.
you wasn't
That's
late.
right.
The show started when you got here, man. But seriously, man, like, what do you got some plans or?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Father Time,
Yeah.
Posse.
Yeah. Posse.
That was big, B.
Yeah, Posse, Media Man with the blonde hair. Yeah.
Kane, you did a lot, man. Like, do you think it was too much too soon? Because you did a lot, man.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like, and how was it too much? Like, did it distract you or was it?
No. I mean, just stuff that the hip hop community wasn't quite ready for. Like, it's type of thing where it's like, where like, take a movie like Media Man. hip hop community not gonna say, yo, my man is doing it. Yo, he in a movie.
Yeah.
Instead, they gonna be like, yo, why that nigga got yellow hair?
Oh, Kane is in play, girl.
You know, you know, it's like if it